Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video about something that I think is really important, especially for newer coaches who are maybe running their first challenge group in the next month or so and are trying to figure out what they should be doing to be set up for success for those groups. What are the steps they need to take, how far in advance they should be posting about the group. And one thing that I really want to point out is it's better to be over-prepared for your first challenge group and for the coming month than under-prepared. A lot of times, you know, the month flies by, you get really busy, and next thing you know, it's like a week before your group, and you've realized that you haven't even posted about it, you haven't even really invited anyone, and when you're not set up and organized and have things scheduled out for you in advance, it's so easy to lose track of time and kind of be caught off guard when your group arrives and then you only have like one challenger or maybe you don't have anybody. So the best way to kind of combat that is to be prepared and think ahead. It's important to think ahead at least 1 month in advance. So at the start of every single month, I look forward about like 6 weeks or so, and I plan out in my calendar what I need to do for those next 6 weeks. So some of the things that I look at, I decide when my challenge groups are, which is usually the first and third Monday of every single month because I run 2 at this point. So I schedule those in my calendar, and I also schedule the Wednesday before those groups start a reminder to remind me to set up the challenge group page and add people to it so people can get started, and I post some like pre-assignments and little videos and things for people to get tuned in on. So that way, otherwise I forget, because if I don't put it in my calendar, I forget to do it. So I schedule that in my calendar. I also schedule when I'm going to announce my challenge group, and for me at this point, I usually announce the very first time 2 weeks before, and I do 2 weeks before because it takes people a while to think about it and commit, and you usually start these conversations with people, and those conversations they don't decide right away that they want to join your group. Sometimes it takes a little bit and they need to think about it and come back to the decision. So I say 2 to 3 weeks before your challenge group starts, you want to make your first post, and then you can do, you know, a post a week or however many you feel comfortable with. But as you're having non-Beachbody related messages with people throughout the month, it's okay to invite people to a group that doesn't start for another 3 weeks. You can just give them a heads up. You can mentor them one-on-one. You can always add any of your challengers to another coach's group in the meantime. You know, all of these things are things that need to be on your radar and in a calendar or some sort of way to, you know, remind yourself when it comes up. Otherwise, we lose track of time, and then you're not really well prepared for your first challenge group. So there's a document in the files group called Challenge Group Workback Plan, and that's kind of my outline for how I manage my challenge groups, how my timeline works for the challenge groups, and I think it might be helpful for some of you who are wondering, you know, where you should start with this and what those reminders should be. So my task for you guys is to plan out what you're going to be doing for the next 6 months. Sit down with your calendar, put it in your phone, set reminders and alerts to go off so you don't forget, and schedule out your challenge group, schedule out when you're going to announce the challenge group, and you know, schedule out reminders to set up the group, start invites, that sort of thing, so that way you guys are set up for success. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to comment below, and we can help you out. Thanks guys.